Good day, crypto miners. Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. It's a fun day today here at Crypto Miners. We have visitors from Binance and Unstoppable Domain here, and I think I see you in here. I'll give you access to speak. So my name is Mary, and yeah, we will have no financial advice for you guys today here, but education about the project Unstoppable Domain. Let's see. Do we have someone from Unstoppable with us? Hello, everyone. Is someone from Unstoppable here? I can see you guys, but you have to unmute yourself or, yeah, ask to speak. I'm trying to invite you to speak. So if there is someone else who are here to speak for Unstoppable or Binance, please ask to speak. Raise your hand. If you are on your computer, it won't work. So here we have someone. Let's see.
Good morning. This is Sandy from Unstoppable.
Good morning, Sandy. Very welcome. Happy to have you
Hey,
here.
Mary. Yeah, thank
Hey.
you. We're just trying to get Nadine on. She and I were on the Zoom. So we're just trying to get
All
her
right.
over here to the link.
That's good. Yeah, you have to be on your phone. That's a little
Yeah.
bit stupid for some people,
I've
but
done tons of these, you know.
ah, that's good. Very good. Yeah. Who else do I have to unmute? What's the
I'm trying to
name
find
of the other
Nadine.
speaker?
Her name is Nadine, but she should request to speak. Hang on one second.
Nadine.
I'm just gonna ping her here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she said she's
Nadine.
joined. Let me see if I can find her ID.
So if she just press the button
Mm-hmm.
down to the left, ask to speak, Nadine, then we can unmute you.
Yeah, here she is. So Nadine, if I see you down there, can you invite her up as maybe a co-host, or do you have too many co-hosts already?
Yeah, I have to find her first.
Oh, okay. She's in the red. If you go all the way down to the bottom, she's in the very
Might
last.
not be the same for me, you know. Oh, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see her.
Mm-hmm. In the red. That's her.
All right, Nadine. You have to say yes to the request then. There we
There
go.
she goes.
Now we're all here.
Yay. Awesome.
Great. Hi, Nadine. You have to unmute yourself to talk.
Hi, can you guys hear me well?
Hi. Now we can hear you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Great. So you are also from Unstoppable?
No, I'm from Binance US.
You're from Binance, of course. Yeah, welcome, both of you. I love it. Three women up here. An
Woohoo! I
alpha.
like that
Okay, he's gonna
too.
be silent.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, way to go. All right, so let's hear about you first a little bit. How come you are where you are today in crypto?
Well, I'll start. So I was working at Amazon Web Services, and I was helping out with lots of different types of customers and partners. And we started to see a lot of use of blockchain, especially in regulated customers like DoD, or that's Department of Defense for anyone who's not out in the US, or healthcare, and even banks. And so I was asked to go down the rabbit hole and really learn, why are so many people starting to use the blockchain? What is its value prop? And so I fell in love with the blockchain, Mary. I thought it was so interesting, and from a technology
Wow.
perspective, very secure, very innovative in its approach. And then as a second
Mm.
assignment, I got asked to look at AR and VR, especially as it was helping with education and healthcare again, and started finding out about all these metaverses and what was going on there, and how everybody needed a digital identity to really capitalize on the data that was theirs. And so my CEO, Matt, who is a phenomenal, innovative leader, um, invited me to dinner in Seattle, and from then on, I was hooked on coming over to the Web3 side to focus on digital identity. So it started, I started like a year. I was a year into Amazon, and then as we moved forward, looking at what we could accomplish as we went forward in this space. Super fun.
Great, great. Nice to hear. How about you, Nadine?
Yeah. Yeah, for me so I've been in tech for almost a decade, and I was actually at Uber in 2015 in the early era. When for me, I get attracted to industries that are really disrupting and changing lives. So after I was at Uber for almost 6, 7 years, I was looking at what is the next industry that's getting disrupted and where I could play a role in making the world a better place. And when I looked closer, the whole financial inclusivity aspect of it, and especially from my experience at Uber, looking across so many countries, and how drivers are sending money across their countries and remittances, I felt like blockchain will have a huge role to play, and that's an industry and sector that excited me, and I kind of jumped over to learn and be a part of it and be a part of the change that we're all bringing through.
Great, great stories. You have been on big companies already, and now you're here in crypto, and that's great. I mean, we need some strong women with knowledge over here as well, right? So let's move on to Unstoppable first. Let's have a little, maybe like an elevator pitch or a bit longer. What is Unstoppable and how did it happen? How did it
Yeah,
start?
so Unstoppable is a digital identity platform. And what that means is that we provide a Web3, lives on blockchain identity for people to use and collect data about themselves versus giving it over to a platform. I think, Mary, it would help probably if I went through kind of what is Web 2, what is Web 3. In Web 2, as you go to sign into, let's say, a Google or a TikTok or others, you use your username and password, which is your digital identity. And as you do that, information that's collected about you, a lot of that data goes to the platform, to the Googles, the TikToks, the Twitters, and they monetize that data. In fact, the latest study showed that Google and Facebook just made $100 billion on selling our data in the marketplace. So what we do,
Wow.
yeah, that's incredible, right?
Yeah.
And so
We need to take it back.
that's the whole,
Good.
thank you. You just did my elevator pitch. So we need to take the data back, which is what digital identity for Web3 does. So in our platform, you get a single word like sandy.nft. It's connected to your wallet. It has in there all of your tokens or all of your NFTs. All that data is yours. As you log into another application, instead of the username and password staying with the application or the platform, it travels with you. So you can log into over 800 different applications out there with your Sandy.NFT digital identity. And any information, unless you grant the application the right to use it, comes to you. And then you can display it in your profile and use that for your brand. It's so incredibly powerful as you're moving forward. And you can probably see why I decided to leave Amazon Web Services and come over here. It is a brand new space and it has a mission, Mary. It's about digital identity is a human right. And that means that you own your data. Why should somebody else own the digital data about you? We don't allow that in real life, right? Our driver's license,
Yeah,
everything belongs to us. Why do we allow that digitally? And so that's what Unstoppable is all about.
very good. I mean, so your name is basically like an NFT then that you mint, or this name,
Yeah,
or how does it?
absolutely. It is, it's an NFT, but it's like a super NFT. We talk a lot right now about super apps. It's like a super NFT because embedded inside of
Mhm.
that NFT is all the other types of information about you, your wallet address, your social media platforms, your email, other tokens or other NFTs, badges, sub communities, micro communities. So it's really a super NFT that then holds all that data for you as you collect it, from going to these apps or from buying different things, showcasing off what you think is important to you.
Mhm. And those endings that you have now is .crypto, NFT, X, wallet, Polygon, DAO, 888. Is that all that is there, or is there more coming all the time, or can you make up your own
you
as well?
you you can't just make up your own because of the utility. A lot of the services that allow you to make up your own ending, they don't do anything. Like you get
Mm.
it, but you can't use it. Here, when you
Mm-hmm.
get like a .polygon, or I'm sure Nadine will talk about .binance US, you actually have
Yeah.
utility with it, right? So like .binance US, you can use with 120 different wallets. To resolve that address. So you want value.
Okay.
Utility is greater than hype. We just announced anime yesterday, Mary. And that one's flying off the shelf for all of my gamer friends and people who love anime, which
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize. Do you know that 1/3 of the world's population claims to be adamant anime fans? 1/3. That's
What? That's a lot.
2.9 billion people. Yeah, that's crazy. So we had a great day yesterday. We sold a lot of digital identities to anime fans who are going to, again, form a community around that TLD. But of course, one of our very favorites is Binance US. Binance US, as you know, is one of the largest exchanges out there. And we just announced very successfully an ending of .binance US as well.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what does that do then, 19? Maybe we could talk a little bit about your collaboration or partnership together, and how that works, and yeah.
Absolutely, yes. So we were very excited to partner with Unstoppable Domains to bring Binance US as a new digital identity for our community. I mean, as you know, we are one of the largest exchanges in the US. So we have a large user base, and we're bringing this ability to have an exclusive domains for our users. It's minted on the Polygon network. This new digital identity, basically, you can use it to buy, sell, and send cryptocurrencies within the Binance US app. And it's already available. It's already flying off the shelves. We have had a lot of interest. We're going to do some exclusive campaigns in the coming weeks. But truly, this is the first time an exchange has actually offered this service in the United States, where
So, so how does it work really then, Nandine? I
yes,
don't really understand how
so
it works. I get my name, Mary dot Binance
yes, so
US,
you get married on Binance
and then
US, and then you can link that to your Binance US wallet. So every time
Mm-hmm.
you can just give it to your friend and they can just send you money on Binance US. They don't have to know your exact long multi-character wallet.
Oh, that's
So you,
very
so
clever.
you can buy, you can send, you can sell within the Binance US ecosystem. So that's your new digital identity. And this is just the start of what we have offered. We have a pretty extensive roadmap of many Web3 products that are coming down the pipe in coming months. And we're going to try and link this new digital identity to all of those integrations. Basically, why are we doing this, right? We are doing it to make crypto simple. Nobody wants to remember a very long and complicated wallet address. I mean, simply Mary.Binance US can resolve it from 120 wallets into one simple, easy to remember name. And then secondly, this also makes Web3 accessible. I mean, for a lot of customers. And we feel like with this announcement, we have been able to give a digital identity to all of our customers that they can begin to use and find, and we hope to increase the utility of this in coming weeks and months.
So I smell mass adoption here. What do you smell? I mean,
Absolutely.
it's like an email address. It's very like
Yeah.
unique and personal, and you can send messages to each other with that, but with this you can send crypto.
You can send crypto. You don't have to remember the crazy wallet addresses. It just makes it really easy, and you can personalize it. See, this digital identity is dynamic. It's personal. It's you can also have multiple
Mm-hmm.
identities, by the way, that can resolve into the same wallet. So maybe you start with
Okay.
Mary.Binance US, and later you want to be, I don't know, Mary.Gamer or just a gamer or any other word. So you could have multiple identities as well if you choose to, and they will all resolve into the same wallet address that you would want.
So do you also connect them to a KYC if you want to?
So every customer on Binance US is KYC'd. So you have to be
Yeah,
a KYC'd
exactly.
customer to be able to buy this. At least in the
Mm-hmm.
context of .binance US, that may not apply to all the other domains that Unstoppable Domains is selling. But from our
Yeah.
vantage point, you need to be a KYC customer.
But if we compare this to emails or other domains in the Web2 space, is there also possible for others to make up their own domains and use that and sell it, or is it how do you do that? Unstoppable. How did you, I mean, find how does it work, Sandy?
How does
How do you do new ones?
I'm sorry. So are you asking me how the new TLDs work?
Yeah, I mean, you said you now launched a new
Yeah. Oh,
one
anime. Uh-huh.
recently.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And how does that work? How do you find which one you want to launch, and how do you own them? How do you get them to be yours to sell?
Okay. So typically, so the ones on our website, except for Polygon and blockchain, which is blockchain.coms, those are
Hmm.
are what I'd call ours. We own the IP for those. For the others, we call those branded TLDs. So they're with the brand of a company. So Binance US, Nadine's Binance US. So that brand, that Binance US brand, was brought to us by Nadine because she and her company own that brand.
Yeah,
And
okay.
so what we see is, like Dot Creases, it's a brand new wallet. They did a TLD for their audience, which is a big Web2 audience. They're backed by PayPal. And so they wanted their own extension. So what happens is companies typically come to us, or if we see a great opportunity, sometimes we'll go to them, but typically they come to us and they'll say, we want to launch our own TLD. Typically they do that, Mary, for community. They want to signify a
Hmm.
community. They want to make sure that they can communicate with that community. We announced messaging. So here very shortly, yeah, Nandini would be able to message all of her Binance US holders or even token gate that as well. And so there's a lot of power in having your own TLD or own top level domain in the space, especially as it signals that community. For anime, for example, it was about um, solidifying all the, anime is a category of comics, right? It's not a thing. It's a category of comics that
Hmm.
was started in Japan. And so what this does is it brings the community together. It gives them solidarity. And it enables now a lot of token gating and rewards to be done based on that .anime.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
and
and just
and,
to
and
add,
how do you... Okay, yeah, go ahead, Nadine.
yeah, I mean, I was just going to add that, similar to what Sandy said, we thought about it as a community and to make it easy. And Unstoppable is a market leader in this space. They've done it for so many other partners. So we wanted to work with them to bring this innovative solution. Because from our perspective, it has to link to the Binance US community and our wallets. And it is only available in our Binance US application. So there was some custom work and innovation needed to make that happen. And Unstoppable Domains has been a wonderful partner of ours to bring this, because we're the only exchange that offers this today. And we believe the solution adds, ease of use, value, and security. You don't have to remember the complicated addresses, and even fun. As I said, you could have multiple domains. So um, these are the things that our customers expect of us to innovate and make it easy for them. So that's why we brought this domain to our community.
Great. I mean, do you need to have a special wallet to host
No,
this or to
no.
connect it with? You can use any wallet?
You only use Binance US wallet.
Okay, okay.
So,
And
and
for the
for the
others,
others,
Sandy.
we resolved to 173 other wallets that we resolved to. So you could choose, Rainbow Wallet or Timeless Wallet or Creases Wallet, and you can resolve to those and those wallets as you're moving forward. We support 11 EVM chains, which are part of the Ethereum network, as well as some other chains as well. So it doesn't really matter the chain of the wallet, we can support it. The most important thing is that it resolves. And we do both a resolution. So that means taking sandy.nft and converting it into the letters and numbers when you need to. Or we can also take the letters and numbers and convert those into sandy.nft. And the reason that's important is if I type sandy.nft into, let's say, a purchase, the wallet will want to convert that into the letters and the numbers. Let's say that I'm in a game. We have a lot of gaming partners. If I'm in a game, what I'll want to do is I'll want to convert the letters and the numbers that you logged in with. So let's say you're in a blockchain game to sandy.nft. So then instead of on my leaderboard, instead of having a bunch of letters and numbers and nobody knows I'm number one, now my leaderboard would say sandy.nft.
Oh, yeah, that's clever. I've seen that. That's
Yeah, and
that's
who
already out
doesn't
there.
want
Yeah.
who doesn't want to show off their name when they're number one in the game, right?
Exactly. But what if, if I now want Mary, I suppose that's already taken. How can I get it if I want? Can I buy it from the one who has it if they are willing to sell, for instance?
You could go and buy it from Mary. I will tell you, like for my business use, I use Sandy Carter. Just like on my checking account, I wouldn't use Sandy. I would use Sandy Carter.
Mm.
So as Nandini said, you could have multiples. One you can use as kind of a vanity plate, like Sandy.nft, or you could get your whole number. Or we've now embedded Chat GPT, and you can come up with a creative name. So for example, I love pink. And so, one of the names that came up for me was Pink Mamba. So I play with Pink Mamba sometimes because it's kind of fun, playful name, right? So
Yeah.
and again, you can reconcile multiple wallets to multiple domains. And so it gives you a lot of flexibility as well.
Nice. So what else can you can use these uh, shorter names then instead of the wallet address but is that only through Binance US maybe?
No, that's for all of them. That's for all of the TLDs.
Okay.
Yeah, that was our very first use case. So we started in 2018. And our very first use case was actually resolving Sandy.crypto into a crypto wallet address. Very similar to, the way the internet started, where you used to have a long TCP IP address to get to a website. You would type in
Yeah.
149.37. something instead of typing in Amazon.com. The same thing. That's the
Yeah.
way Unstoppable started. But since then, we've added tons of utility. So you can now take, let's say, sandy.polygon. I can take sandy.polygon and I can use that to send encrypted email. So I can get my email, it's encrypted. It's really important to a lot of people. I can use that to sign into
Mm-hmm.
a game and see on the leaderboard, my Sandy.nft. But now I don't have to, again, a lot of blockchain games, you sign in with your wallet. So now I don't have to sign in with that long, uh, you know, address. I can sign in and then I can be seen as Sandy.nft throughout that game. I can also use it as my avatar. So we've done a partnership with Ready Player Me. Ready Player Me has 7,000 metaverses where their avatars work in. So if I sign into one of those metaverses and we've done that integration, then that avatar comes with me too. So now I don't have to recreate that avatar every time I log into all those different metaverses that exist out there. I can use it in DeFi apps. I can log into, let's say, Cook Finance, for example, or Pancake Swap. I can use it in an NFT collection. So if I wanted to sign into Pudgy Penguins, I can use Sandy.nft. So today we have over 800 different integrations. 173 of those are wallets, because that's probably still the number one use case, which is resolving a wallet address. The rest are, DeFi applications, games, metaverses, NFT collections that you can use this to log in with as well.
Wow, great. What I'm curious about now is also about the privacy and security behind this. I mean, because lots of people in crypto wants to stay private. They don't want to give out their wallet address maybe to others to see everything they hold. Or if I give out my name like this, can people find my wallet, or is that a help to stay private, or how does that work?
Yeah, so if you give them, let's say you've got Mary.nft, then I can
Mm-hmm.
resolve that to your wallet. I could use Etherscan or Polygon Scan to resolve that and see the transactions on chain.
Okay, so that's the same then.
Yeah.
It can be fine anyway. All right, all right. But what about the names then? Can they be private? I mean, in Binance.us we are then KYC'd, so that can be traced to our real names and real whereabouts, right? But the others maybe
True,
can
but
be.
true, but you don't have to. Like, we are not requiring people to buy only a Mary.Binance domain. It can be
Mhm.
personalized. See, we know the
Okay.
users who are on our platform who are KYC'd, but they're not expected to have their exact first names if they want to keep it private or have a more, cryptic name. And that's
Mm-hmm.
totally acceptable. In fact, as part of this launch, we also launched the two-letter and two-digit Binance US domain, so you could have 11.Binance US if that's a number that's important to you, or you could have your initials. Like I could have nm.Binance US, two digits. So there is a lot of flexibility. What our objective is to give personalization and flexibility and ease of use to the customers, not to like their name to be published. It's really their personal choice if they want it to be available or not.
Yeah, I mean, now maybe it's easy to find a name that's unique or similar to your own name, but in a bit, when this is going to explode,
Yes,
maybe it's not
yes.
going to be easy. So the names
It's
are going
the
to run out probably.
Yeah, it's the same days as early days of email, right? Like it's hard to get
Yeah.
the first name and stuff, and that's why the first names are more expensive than a longer character
Hmm.
names. But that's how this works.
Hmm. So is that going to be like a platform where people can buy and sell these names? Because I guess there must be lots of speculation now. People are buying up lots of names and to save
So
and
for
maybe sell
for Binance,
later.
for dot Binance US at this point, you can only buy and you cannot resell. But that's definitely an optionality that we may make available in future, depending on how things go. But I believe for other unstoppable domains, Sandy, maybe you can add whether people can buy and sell or not.
Yes, they can buy and sell. So there is some, speculation of what will be really hot, Mary, as you're coming. But it's not as big as in some of the other areas, because for us, we view when you purchase that domain, it's actually your digital identity. I wish I could show it to you, because then you would see visually, it's such a, maybe I'll actually pen a tweet here. It's such a collection of who you are that a lot of our buyers buy to hold because it does represent them versus a speculation offer. Although we do have those too, but typically people buy to hold here so that they know that they've got a good and solid way to represent themselves in the future. That being said, you made an excellent point. If you're listening in, now is a good time to get in there and select your digital identity because, they will be taken, right? If you try to go right now and get to a cool email name, you're not going to get there. But right now, you can still get cool names. I just checked Mary, for instance. Mary.nft is still available, for example. So you can still grab up,
Oh,
yeah, you
really?
can still grab up some really cool names that are out there as you're moving along. So now would be the perfect time to grab that name if you have one that you're really interested in.
So, but how much does it cost? I'll just put it in now. It's
So the shorter the the
oh, I
shorter
need
the
different.
name will be more expensive than a longer name. So if you typed in your full name, it would probably average $20 to $40. If you type in a very short name, it'll be more because it's more valuable. It's shorter as you go through.
Hmm. And then you can buy. Do you get a discount if you want all of them
You
the
do. Yeah,
same?
that's right. You get a discount if you wanted all of your extensions, if they're all available, which like for you, they're not.
No, of course not. Mary's, it's
Yeah,
not that unique.
but honestly, we tried to make it quite affordable. So the you can get a dot Binance domain for as low as $10. So if you just
Okay.
want to try and start it out and check it out, I think $10, that's pretty neat. And then obviously, if you get into it and you really care about the vanity aspect of it and want to spend more, of course, it can run into a couple of $1,000s.
Hmm. So if I want to buy one now, I put add. I first I go to the web page unstoppabledomains.com, and then I can search for my name, and I get a list of what's available and what's not, or what I could choose instead. And then I choose one or two, and I add to the cart,
Hmm.
right?
And then we made it easy. You can either buy with crypto, you could use PayPal, you can use a credit card. Because, Mary, we have a lot of Web 2, like not, typically native crypto users. So we wanted to make it easy for
Yeah.
everyone to be able to use it. And yes, that's absolutely what you would do, except in the case of Binance US. So Nadine talked about some of the uniqueness. They are the only exchange today that is doing this. And it is very unique. So to get a Binance US digital identity, you must go to the Binance app. And Nadine, I'll let you talk about that process.
Yeah, yeah. So for us, we wanted to be focused on our community and also make it a differentiation for our exchange. So that's why you have to be a Binance US user. You will sign up for Binance US, and hopefully you already are a user. And then within the app, you'll see an option to buy a crypto domain, and then you can just go purchase it as uh, as every other user. And you can search through all the options of what is available, not available, etc. within our Binance US application. So the only way you can buy this domain for at least .binance US is through our app.
So, how can everyone be on Binance US, or is it only from US, the US people?
Only for the Binance US is focused only on the US users.
Yeah.
The
So what
so you
about
have
the rest? Me, I'm in Sweden. I'm not in US, so I can't be there. I'm on the normal Binance or the first Binance. I don't know how do you call it?
so
The Europe
Binance
Binance.
Binance Binance US is totally separate from Binance.com. That is probably available in Sweden.
Ah, okay, okay,
And that is a
yeah.
totally different entity, and it's for them to figure out when they want to have the domains available. So from our perspective, it's
Ah,
only Binance
okay.
US.
You're not related even.
We are related. We have a common founder with CZ, but Binance US operates totally independently
Ah, okay,
in
okay,
compliance with the US regulations and for US users.
okay. So I can't get my Binance domain right now then, but
Yeah, yeah. I
I guess
guess
lots of
you
people
should
in here
just,
can.
yeah, not at this point.
All right.
But
Or
Sandy has many other exciting domains available for you on Unstoppable Domains
Yeah.
yeah,
website.
I see
Yeah.
that.
So you can
Yeah.
you can purchase any of those regardless of where you are in the world. And and leverage those as well. But if you are in the US and you're listening in, you should definitely go to Binance US and grab that domain. And then for everyone outside of the US as well, there's .polygon, there's .x, which most of our celebrities who use this do a .x. So Paris Hilton got ParisHilton.x. Eva Ligorian got Eva Ligorian.x, as an example. So the price of .x is actually higher because so many people want them now because all the celebrities are getting .x. If you're a pretty try and true Web3 user, you'll probably get either like a .nft or a .crypto as you move forward. And some, like me, would get the entire batch.
Mm-hmm. So will this also be available then with the countries endings, like in the Web2 space? Like Sweden has SE or USA or...
Yeah, we haven't done any for a country yet, but you could do something, you could do something like that for a country, moving forward. But today we don't have any. I don't know if anybody else who has any. I know many people know that ENS has .eth, which is actually the country Ethiopia symbol as well, and ICANN. But I don't know of anybody yet doing this by country.
So is there any rules when you want to do, let's say, a country, or as you said, Ethiopia has already it's already out there. So, or is this like up for grabs for anyone to do, or is it only for Unstoppable? Do you have like dibs on many, or?
We follow a set of rules for us because we want to keep our users safe. So first of all, we don't conflict with ICANN. ICANN is used in the Web2 space. So if ICANN has already purchased a set of domains, or already has reserved a set of domains, we don't go after those domains or those TLDs because we don't want there to be a conflict later. We do view, in 5 years, Web2 and Web3 becoming one internet, one view, and so we don't want to have collision. So we want to protect our user base from that. So we don't go after anything that ICANN has done. We also try very hard not to go after any other TLD that any other namespace has used or leveraged. And so, if someone else has done, .lake, we wouldn't do .lake, for example. And so we really try very hard to make sure that we have no collisions, because imagine a collision. Like if I had a .lake and someone else had .lake and I'm a wallet, who do I resolve? I could get into really bad issues where I'm resolving to the wrong wallet. Or think if I'm a browser. Like today, you could use Sandy.nft and Opera and Brave and Google with the Chrome extension. How would I know if I had Sandy.lake and there were two of them? How would I know whose website to bring up? It causes a lot of problems.
Exactly.
And so,
yeah, this is what I mean with security. I mean, how is this regulated, or it's probably not still?
So we just joined in with 57 other folks to do kind of a self-regulated view of the space for Web3. And Web2 is very formalized and very slow. It's called ICANN. ICANN, releases new domains every 5 to 7 years. We know that Web3 can't move that slow at that pace. And so what we've done is we've formed, we formed a consortium that looks at that and assures across all of the namespaces in Web3 that we're not going to collide with anybody else.
Okay, that sounds good. So you're the groundbreakers here. You're preparing the space for the future.
I mean, here's what I would say, Mary. In any new technology, and I've been in several new spaces where new technologies come up. In any new technology space, you always have this phase where there are no standards out there. Everybody, it's just kind of the wild, wild west. As the space matures, you start to see standards groups, standards organizations pop up because the space is maturing. And that's what you're seeing right now in Web3 and the metaverse. So for example, we helped to found with all these other companies this thing called the Web3 Domain Alliance to try to regulate in a non-slow fashion, in an innovative fashion, the use of namespaces. We also joined something called OMA3, the Open Metaverse Alliance. And the Open Metaverse Alliance is dealing with interoperability between metaverses. So, Tim Sweeney, for example, who's the CEO of Epic, they get 600 million every month, 600 million users in their metaverse every month. But people want to go from Epic over to Unity, over to Sandbox, over to Upland. And so how do we ensure that there's interoperability between those metaverses? So we joined that. And then there's a blockchain gaming association, and they're trying to do the same sort of thing, interoperability in games. So, if you're developing a scene in a game, and let's say it's just a grassy hill. Well, why can't everybody use the same grassy hill? Why do all the gaming studios have to recreate a grassy hill? So they're working on interoperability between games. And so I'm really pleased that all of those different areas are coming up, because those standards really show that our space is starting to mature.
All right. Nandine, what do you think about all this? Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think Sandy covered most of it. I mean, the Unstoppable Domains has really thought through a lot of these aspects, and that's why we decided to partner with them, because there is a lot of complexity in making sure, all of these new standards come about, and we felt very comfortable with the way Unstoppable has approached things.
Yeah, okay. So Sandy, tell me about the team behind this Unstoppable a little bit. How many people and when did it really start?
Oh, so the Unstoppable team, first of all, they're amazing. I've never worked with a more,
Good.
how would I say, just wicked smart, passionate group of people who are all geared on the purpose of getting data back into our hands. So they're working with purpose, they're passionate, and they're super smart. We started Unstoppable Domains in 2018. And we became a unicorn in 2022, which, as you know, Mary, only about 2% of startups become unicorns. So we were super excited about that. Thank you. But that's when the hard work starts. Now we're working on, standards and ensuring that we continue to add value and utility to our users, and really plotting out our roadmap with our community, for our community, so that, the project is the community and the community is the project. So that's really a little bit about us. We are a totally remote organization. We have people all over the world. I think we right now are in 20 countries, I believe, around the world. So we're very dispersed, but means we can almost work 24/7 because we have people all over.
Yeah, never sleeps, right?
Never sleeps.
You're
That's
unstoppable.
Right. That's right.
Very good. I like the name Unstoppable. This is going places.
Me too.
So if you buy one of these names or several, it's a one-time buy, right? You don't have to pay a monthly fee or an annual fee to keep the name, or it's yours to keep when you buy it.
Yeah, that is correct. We do have no renewal fees. It's one of the things that makes us unique. And the reason and the logic is we don't believe that our domains are for speculation. They're really around that digital identity platform. And so why would you want to renew your identity every year? We just didn't see the logic in that. So we did it as no renewal fees. We do no gas fees. We're based on Polygon, so there's no gas fees. And so it really provides that uniqueness for us. I think the other big differentiation is the number of integrations we have, which gives greater utility to our users. So today, as I said, we have over 800 integrations, which means you can take that domain and you can now use it in all 800 different applications. So you've got more and more and more utility as we add more and more and more partners.
That's great. So how can someone be a partner of yours? What do they have to do? If there's someone in here listening now, getting excited about this and want to jump on the train, the Unstoppable train.
Yeah. So if you're interested in becoming a partner, you can reach out to me. Gosh, and I don't know how many different ways we have to reach out now. You can DM me on Twitter. You could reach out via Signal or WhatsApp or Telegram, or I think any form of 9 different ways to get a hold of me. or you can just reach out to udbd at unstoppabledomains.com and just let us know that you'd love to be a partner. We'd love to have you and love to chat with you about what's right for you and your business.
Great. And what is now moving forward? What is in the pipeline for Unstoppable? Let's talk about the future a little bit.
Ooh, well, there's so many exciting things. I think for me, one of the things I'm most excited about is our messaging. So we announced that very soon you're going to be able to message others in your group. And why is this so exciting? Well, this is, if you think about a community, one of the things you really want to do is you want to engage that community. And so with messaging, I could message you, Mary, or I could message Nadini. Or if, let's say, I'm the owner of Polygon, so I'm Sandeep, CEO of Polygon, I could message all the holders of my Polygon. I can also token gate it, meaning that I can pick out a segment or a sub community, and I can message that community. So Sandeep could message all of his DeFi users or all of his NFT collections. And we've never seen anything like that from within a Web3 application. We see it with, things like Telegram or Discord, which are pretty difficult to use. But now it's all integrated into one platform, which means you can use that engagement for rewards or loyalty, token gate. I mean, there's so many options. So we're really excited about it. I know it was something that many of our partners like Polygon really were looking forward to. So we did announce it, and it should be coming out, launching very, very soon.
So you said you could message all of the Polygon?
If I gave you permission. Remember, everything that we do is all gated upon the user. So the user has the control. So if I opt in to be messaged by Sandeep, then Sandeep could message all of his Polygon users who opted in.
Ah, okay. And where is this happening? On what platform?
So it's inside of Unstoppable. So if you go to Unstoppable, it's ud.me, and you look at your ID, sandy.nft, you can see it in there. I'm pin a couple of tweets up here so that you can look at that. It's very visual, so it's really kind of it's very hard to talk about it without being able to see it. Let me say it that way.
Yeah. So it's like a new platform for messages. Can you message back and forth to one person?
Yeah,
also,
so you can do you can do P2P. It's an added function. It's not just for messaging, but it adds messaging into the digital identity platform.
Okay, that's interesting. So it's like an email, but on Web3.
Well, you can email, so it's not an email. It is a messaging platform.
Yeah, but kind of like an email 2.0 or something like that.
Yeah, it could be. I'm going to pin this up here. So let me see if I can also tag you guys in here, crypto miners, and we'll see if my multitasking works okay,
I'm sure it does. You're a woman, Sandy.
I'm a woman. There you go. Of course I can multitask, right?
Of course we can multitask.
Of course. What else would we be able to do? I'll pin this up here so you can see what it looks like. And then I'll also ping up the messaging too. So I'll pin this at the top here in a second once it pops through.
And do you also have other social platforms like Telegram, Discord, here on Twitter, obviously, that people can reach out and follow? You said that earlier, right?
Yeah. So we have, so you can see in the space, you can see our UD Twitter domain. It's actually Unstoppable Web, not Unstoppable Domains, Unstoppable Web. You can follow us there. You can follow me at Sandy_Carter. So you can see a couple of those items too that you can see there. And I just pinned up that what that profile looks like, so you can see all your data in there. and then I'll show you specifically too what it would look like with some of the messaging as well.
Where are you putting it? In the
I pinned it at the
here,
top of
maybe.
this Twitter space. Do you see that?
Not yet, but it takes a while sometimes for it to
Oh,
get up
I can
there.
see it right now. Anybody else? Can you guys give me a heart
Oh,
or
now it
something if you
come.
guys can see that? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
now it
Yeah,
came
I
up.
can see it.
Just
Okay,
took a while
awesome.
for me to see. It's a long way to Sweden, you know.
It's a
But
long way to Sweden. I was going to say that. It's a long way to Sweden, but a beautiful country, by the way.
yeah, at this time it's really beautiful. I agree on
Hmm.
that. All right. So, is there something else that you would like to tell our audience about Unstoppable right now? What's happening?
I would just say, part of our value proposition are these partnerships. So we're really thrilled to be working with Nadini and Binance US. These
Mm,
partnerships really make what we do so much more valuable. Just providing this very unique utility through Binance US are things that we love to do because it provides that extra value to our users as well. So, and then look forward to lots of innovation. We move very quick. We innovate all the time. So we're listening all the time, working with our community all the time. So part of what we want to do is be constantly, driving new and more innovation. So if you have a great idea for us, let us know. And probably very shortly, you'll see it pop up inside of our platform.
that's great. I mean, if I like the idea now, I listen here and I want to take part or I want to invest, how do I do? Can I invest in the company? You don't have a crypto or NFT other than these names, of course, that you buy for yourself, but is there something else that you could buy or invest in
No,
with
that's it.
Unstoppable?
No, that's our value prop. You buy
Mm,
and invest in and you can get it for your company and yourself as well. Yep.
yeah, I see that you have merch as well.
Oh, we do actually, but stay tuned. We've got even cooler merch coming. But we do have merchandise out there too. Yeah, and pretty soon it will be token gated.
I can even shop from Sweden, it says. That's cool.
You can. We definitely we did that. We did that just for you, Mary.
Ah, perfect. It says in my country's currency even the prices. I love
Yeah,
it.
you're right. That's right.
Great. All right. Is there let's have I'm trying to invite the Unstoppable and the Binance up here on stage. So after when people listen to this, they can see them and follow because we have lots of listeners who can't maybe attend now, but they listen later. So if you would
Mm.
please answer yes and come up here.
Yep.
Yeah, so Phil, I know you're on the Unstoppable account. If you can accept that, that would be great. Now, Phil is on the
Jump up
West
here.
Coast, so like Nandini. Nandini's out on the West Coast today, too.
All right. Let's see if we have some other. Have something here. I see Jess is in here also. She's a great member here at our community. Jess, if you want to come up and have a question, we have 6 minutes left, right, Sandy? You have to go, I think, after an hour.
Yeah, yes. In fact, I actually have to go and present. So whenever you're
Okay.
ready to release me, I'll go and
Ah,
get set up for
never,
presenting.
never, Sandy. You're my prisoner now. All right. So, all right. My last question that I sometimes ask is also, what do you put on your pizza, Sandy? Do you eat pizza? And Nandini as well. Do you eat pineapple? This is a
I
crypto
love,
question number
I
one.
love, I love pizza. Typically, I am a meat girl, so I like pepperoni and sausage and hamburger. But I do vary my pizza. I hate to eat the same thing every time, so I will do what we call a Hawaiian pizza. that has
Oh, yeah.
pineapple on it, or I'll do a veggie lover, which just has veggies on it. But I
All
would
right,
say
that's
most
good.
often I'm a meat eater. I do meat. How about you, Nadine?
Yeah, I mean, I guess who doesn't love pizza, right? So I love pizzas too. I'm a vegetarian, so I love a good old margarita, to be honest. I just love margarita, but I always have some
Oh,
options. Sometimes a marinara, sometimes a veggie pizza, and yes, pineapples too at times.
Oh, okay, very good. Oh, here, Unstoppable is up here. Let's have Binance up as well. In the last minute. Come on, Binance. Welcome, Unstoppable. All right, Sandy and Nadini, it has been a great pleasure having you on here, and I wish you can come back soon again. That would be awesome. And I would like to give you the opportunity to have a closing statement or some last messages to our community, if you wish.
Yeah, I would say it was an absolute pleasure to be here. And if you are a US user, go buy your Binance US domain right now.
and my closing statement, Mary, you are a freaking rock star hostess. I have to say, thank you so much. You were very
Thank you.
engaging. You listened. Yeah, you did great. So thank you for that. And we'd love to have you all start on this journey with us to, take back your data. I think Mary actually said that. So we'd love for you to come on this journey with us. I do want to do a big call out to several of our whales who are on this call as well. I see Johan who's on the call. I see Tommy Butcher's on the call, a couple other whales. So thank you guys for attending. We love you guys so much. Mary, our whales are our very biggest customers and very important customers as well. And then,
I
go get that digital domain.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, how can you be a whale and you have to, how many domains do you need to buy then to be a whale?
500 plus.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yep.
Great whales. Okay. Well, thank you
Great
so
whales.
much
We
for
love our
coming, both
whales.
of you. Uh, it was a
Thank you.
pleasure having two ladies up here today,
Woohoo.
for a
Love it.
change.
Thank you,
So,
Mary.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Have a
Thanks,
good
Mary. We will.
rest of your day and
Bye
Okay.
bye.
yeah, best
Thank
of
you
luck
so
for the
much,
future.
Mary. Yeah, thank you
Bye.
so much. Really appreciate your time. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye everyone. Thank you so much for coming. And yeah, please come back to the next one. In 1 hour, we have another AMA here with C Charge. And yeah, that was all for now. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Oh, and follow us. Follow Unstoppable, follow Binance US, follow Crypto Miners. Yeah, if you want, you can follow me as well. Bye for now.